Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nurse Jax and today we're going to be discussing yeast infections. Disclaimer, the information in this video is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to diagnose or treat any illnesses. A yeast infection is a vaginal infection that is caused by the fungus Candida albicans. What happens when a woman has a yeast infection is the pH of the vagina has been altered. Normal vaginal pH is between 3.8 and 4.5. Symptoms of a yeast infection include vaginal itching, an abnormal vaginal discharge, which has a thick white cottage cheese appearance, vaginal burning. Causes of a yeast infection. Causes of a yeast infection include wearing panties that have a nylon crotch instead of cotton, wearing tight jeans. Now, ladies, we know we like to look cute, right? We get our hair done, our nails done, and we put on our tight jeans with our stilettos or other shoes. Or if we go to the store, if we're going to class, what do? We put on our tight jeans. Why? Because they look cute. The problem is, if you persistently wear tight jeans or other tight clothing, it can ultimately lead to what? A yeast infection. The worst thing is, if you go to the bath, like let's say you go to the club, right? You look really cute and you go every week or whatever you decide to do. It's your business. But you go to the bathroom one day and you look in your panties and you see this white discharge. You might ignore it at first, but if you keep seeing it, you're not going to continue to ignore it. You shouldn't ignore it. What are you going to do? What are you going to think? You're not going to know what to think. But that's a sign or a symptom of a yeast infection. One of the symptoms, again, of a yeast infection is an abnormal, thick, white, cottage cheese-like discharge. Other symptoms or other causes of a yeast infection include using feminine hygiene products that are scented, such as scented tampons or scented pads, using those scented vaginal wipes, scented vaginal sprays, using scented bubble baths, using scented bath oils or shower gels, using scented soaps or scented fizzies. Anything that has a scent can potentially cause a yeast infection because that added fragrance, what it does is it potentially alters the pH of the vagina, leading to a yeast infection. Other causes of yeast infections include douching, overusing antibiotics, and if you do have a yeast infection, ladies, and you're sexually active and you don't use a condom, you can actually transfer that yeast infection back and forth. So it's very, very important. Ways to avoid a yeast infection include wearing panties that have a cotton crotch instead of a nylon crotch, not persistently wearing tight jeans or other tight clothing. It's very important to avoid scented feminine hygiene products, including scented type tampons and scented pads, scented bath oil, scented shower gel, scented bubble baths, scented soap, scented fizzies. You want to avoid all scented products when it comes to your vagina. It's very important to avoid douching. And ladies, if you have a yeast infection, remember it's very, very important that you use a condom if you're sexually active so that you're not transferring that yeast infection back and forth. If you have symptoms of a yeast infection, it's very important that you follow up with your gynecologist. A gynecologist is a physician who specializes in reproductive health and other women's health issues. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.